ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 36th episode of the Orcocast. With me, Lord Val Gaming,
Hi.
and we are Deadly Duo today again. We are going to talk about Deep Rock Galactic and about
Yes.
the wrong information on TikTok. Because last time about TikTok was a lot of fun, so let's continue that. I'm here live in the forests of Grolgan. Val is live from his living room in Spain, so let's go. Deep Rock Galactic. What is Deep Rock Galactic? Deep Rock Galactic is a 4-player co-op shooter where you play space dwarves and get drunk. A lot. Also, you mine stuff and you shoot bugs. I don't know what could be better.
And the bugs explode.
Yeah, they explode in a really nice gooey substance,
Yeah.
actually, and that is actually really cool. So what you basically do is, or the basic setup is, you have 4 classes. You have a digger, you have a gunner, you have a scout, and you have an engineer. Everyone has a special ability. For example, the digger can use drills much more efficient drills to go through the rocks. The engineer can put up, what else could he put up? Because it's a video game cliche at this point, a turret. And the scout can zipline through the caves like Spider-Man. And the gunner is just a gunner and shoots a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not useless.
I think it's kind of useless.
Okay. I mean, each class is very different from each other, really.
Yeah, they are. Each class has 2 weapons. For example, the gunner has like a magnum type pistol and a minigun. He has the protective shield as gadget, and as a mobility tool, he can create zip lines. So basically, fixed zip lines you can use. I haven't played the engineer much. He has a submachine gun, a shotgun, and the zip line he zips around with. And as gadget, he can use the turret. No, that was the scout. Damn it. I don't know what gadget the scout has. I apologize. I haven't played the scout. And the engineer has obviously the turret, and he can create platforms with foam. That's his mobility gadget. He can also, that's the engineer, and the digger has grenades or axes he can throw as gadget. Has his drills where he can drill really fast and deep into the rocks. So what's the point of the game? The point is to get your crew together. The point is to go on a mission. You get the mission goal of extracting a certain amount of a resource. So you do that. You just drop down into the cave. There you are. You start digging like good dwarfs. And eventually, waves of bugs will appear that you shoot while digging. That is the entire premise of the game. It's like Left 4 Dead, Starship Troopers, and Minecraft had a really juicy threesome, and out came 4 space dwarfs that have a lot of fun and drink beer. All the caves are randomly generated, so not one cave will always be the same.
Which is great.
And you have also a progression system, so you can upgrade your equipment for when you get to a certain levels threshold. You unlock new upgrades for your equipment, and you also get perk points, and with those perk points you can unlock perks that you can then equip. For example, my engineer, when he dies, I can unleash a shockwave that kills every enemy in the vicinity. You can be, if
Can
you
you
die.
upgrade perks on your weapons?
Yes, the weapons, the gear. If your draft gets to a certain level, you get perks for the weapons. But the
Okay.
weapons will still will be the same for the duration of the game. You can, once you prestige your class once, so if you reach level 30, can unlock experimental weapons, so stronger weapons, but that's about it. There's 1 additional weapon per character, I guess. But you don't really need that, because I think the cool thing, or what they really managed to do, is each class feels very different and very unique, and has also a very unique play style. So
Yeah. Also, It does remind me in some way. Obviously, I'm not gonna say it's the same. It's completely different. But it does remind me to this old game. I can't old. Oh, it's not that old, but this game that didn't do too well. That was like 4 players, and then it was one monster.
Evolve.
It doesn't it remind you like that? Each class is completely different from each other, and they synergize together. But instead of fighting one monster, which is a
Yeah,
person,
they
you're
fight.
actually
I mean,
taking stuff, and you have the elements of exploration, which is the digging on the Minecraft kind of like quote unquote Minecraft style thingy, and you have the resources, the collecting resources, which it creates as a the replayability, isn't it? And
kind of,
then
yeah.
yeah, and then you got the monsters. Obviously, you're not fighting only one monster; you're fighting several monsters. But then your team is actually kind of synergized with each other, and you work together to get through the levels, isn't it?
More
Yeah,
or
it kind of
less.
reminds me. It reminds me like that. Obviously, it doesn't look nothing like it, but now
It's
that you actually not mentioning the actual looks of the game, it's just a mix between kind of like cartoony and it's kind of like like color palette. It fits perfectly the game. I think it actually fits perfectly the game.
Yeah, so obviously the especially on higher difficulties, it's very important to have a good or a well balanced team. Cool thing about the game is though you can actually play every class. You can roll with 4 gunners if you want to do that. I think it's a little bit senseless to do that because your mobility will eventually suffer at some point, but you could do that. Probably somebody in the comments will just tell me, "No, you're wrong." And
I
I
mean,
will tell him
tell us if we're wrong. Of
and I
course.
will tell him
I mean, I do, yeah, I do like I really like the look of the game. Got some really good critiques as well, isn't it?
it
Like all the
has
reviews that I've seen, it's got some of the best reviews that I've seen lately.
the one thing I always try to see what or how good a game really is or how well it
Yeah,
works by
yeah.
looking at Steam reviews because the Steam community can be super cynical. It has a 97 approval rating on Steam with over 50,000 reviews. And that
Yeah,
spells a lot out
yeah.
if you look at that, how beloved it is, at least in the Steam community. And I think because the game, here's the thing, the game is not just or is I just described like the game loop. That's the basic game loop. But you also unlock cosmetics that are completely free of charge while playing the game. So you can customize your dwarf and the look. You can
Hmm.
do insane side activities. You can like unlock various beers you can drink, and then some cool stuff happens. Like there is a wormhole brew. When you drink it, it just teleports you into outer space.
Yeah.
It's just chock full of funny details like that.
And it kind of like as a joke, isn't it? Not a joke, like the funny kind of like side of the game. They're
Yeah,
embracing it.
it's more on the funnier side of things. The
Yeah.
bickering of the dwarves is actually absolutely great.
Yeah.
The lines they use fantastic. The humor is spot on, and like I said, the game has such a amazing attention to detail that you don't
Yeah.
find that often anymore. You can like there are like small dices hanging on the drop ship where you drop down, and you just can't slap them.
Yeah, the dice is just hanging around on the
Yeah,
on the ship that you're actually going to the places. It looks fun. It's a game obviously that you have to play with friends. It's
but
not play. It's a game to play solo. I mean, most of the games that are coming out lately, unless it's a single player game, they are all about the co-op aspect. Does it has a matchmaking?
yes, and at least on PC, you still can find a very active community.
So it
The
does have
prob
matchmaking, right?
Yeah, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah.
it's still a very active community on PC. I mean, I can
Mhm.
only talk
It's only
PC
on PC,
wise.
right? Or is it on
It's
console as well?
also on Xbox.
Is it on Xbox?
Yeah, that's why I told you you might like it.
I didn't know this was on Xbox as well. Is it optimized for Xbox Series X?
They are just a small independent developer and they're trying to get a new update out. They will add a new enemy type and stuff like that soon. I mean, the game has been out for what, 2 years now, and they still work on it and provide content.
It's starting to get like traction now, isn't it?
It already had traction, at least on PC.
Yeah, well,
It
lately it's
gets.
getting a lot of traction. Like I don't know, like, I've seen a lot of people like jumping into it like lately quite often now.
I would say it has a second resurgence.
There's a lot of games that are having the second resurgence, isn't it?
Yeah, especially because we are in this circumstances we are in right now with the health crisis we are experiencing right now.
Mm-hmm.
People do go back to more fun and more games that are more fun and that just distract them from what is happening around them. I would say that Deep Rock Galactic is perfect for that because it's just fun with friends. I know the argument it's fun with friends is kind of dumb, but this is true because you can just do so much cool shenanigans in this game. You can troll each other. You can. There's also
Oh my
friendly
god.
fire always on. I'm just saying that now, but you can have a perk that reduces the friendly fire.
It's on Xbox Game Pass as well.
Yeah, why don't you play it?
If you have Xbox Game Pass, yeah, I'm actually going to download it now. If you have Xbox Game Pass, if you have Xbox Game Pass, please, 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 please go and pick it up now.
Just try it out. It's really worth your time, and since it's on Game Pass, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and
Get a
it's
bunch
not
of friends.
scary. It's just when you pop in the the spiders and stuff that comes, that they pop into this kind of like 8-bit, all the school glittery thing. They just don't. They're not really scary at all.
I
It's
have a
so the violence is so mild.
I
It's
have a
just for everyone,
solution.
really.
I have a solution for that, Val, for the spiders and the bugs.
For solution.
Play a driller and kill it with fire. The driller has a flamethrower. I
That
will
sounds great.
purge the heathens and cleanse them with the flames of the Emperor. Warhammer 40k fans are welcome. And that's about it. I can just wholeheartedly recommend anyone this game who's looking for just a good time. Get your crew together, download it on Xbox Game Pass. If you have Xbox, if not, go to Steam and get it. It's well worth the asking price. You get a lot out of it, and just have fun with it. It's a good time, really.
And it's downloading. It's already, I just can't wait. I can't wait to actually play it. It's
Yeah,
only 2 gigabytes. It's only a
yeah,
2 gigabytes
yeah.
game.
It's not big at all.
Please pick it up. Please pick it up because it's only 2 gigabytes. It doesn't even take any space on your hard drive or your SSD. It's a beautiful game, easy, simple, very much straightforward to play with friends and just have a good time, drilling stuff, being crazy, and drink lots of beer on a video game. And that's it. It just looks great. It looks great. It looks absolutely great. You have convinced me, my friend. We actually, for those that are listening or watching, we actually been having kind of like a small conversation about the game before we started the podcast. I told him I wasn't gonna give it a try because I wasn't like really interested on it. Just seeing the game and just seeing, what he's been talking about, it actually made me want to download it and made me want to play it. For what I've seen, and I was kind of like refusing to play this game, and for what I've seen so far and for what I've heard from Orco, have I like so much the look of it and what it does that I'm actually just downloaded it already. It's already downloaded, so I'll probably be giving it a try today or tomorrow.
That would be cool. I'll be there for that.
I'll probably give it a try today or tomorrow, definitely.
You're streaming today,
No,
or
I will not, but tomorrow. I maybe give it a try today to see what I'm going to be facing.
all right?
So yeah, definitely, I got it already. There you go. Thank you, Orko.
And now since we cleared up the space dwarfs, I would say we can move on to TikTok and how TikTok is giving you sometimes good advice and sometimes bad advice. We are going to talk about
Really bad
bad
advice.
advice today.
Really bad one. So apparently lately, I've seen it happening more and more often. So I want to discuss something that I've been seeing like I said, more and more often on TikTok. So basically, there's a lot of people now which claim to be not claim to be experts, but they are giving advice. They're giving you advice about streaming and giving you advice about how to grow your channel and how to, have your brand and how to do everything. So then you look at those people; they have a lot of views because you may think that they know what they're talking about. They may be everyone seems to be big now on a big streamer or big content creator in general. So, and then you go and check on the stats, and then you see that person has a 3 average viewers. You start thinking, it's like, wait a second. So you're giving advice to others about streaming, and you telling everyone how to grow your channel. You haven't even, like, your channel is not even grown enough. Like, you have a 3 average. How, like, there is a lot of misconception about, like, anyone you say on TikTok, the camera looks good, the video looks good, and all of a sudden they are believable. That's not the case. There is a lot of things that go into streaming and other things that go not just onto streaming, it goes onto content creation in general. And everyone seems to be an expert on TikTok for some reason. And I just don't. It's not that I don't understand it. Obviously, I don't consider myself big. I'm pretty small, to be honest. For Twitch, my average is a lot higher. Obviously, if I talk about something, I got my experience. I got over 2 years of content creation. In general, not just on streaming. I do other things rather than just streaming. So it kind of like it's not it doesn't get me upset or anything. It's just it gets me a little bit upset for the fact that people believe what they're saying. They haven't even made it themselves. They haven't even done anything successful. I mean, they're not even a Twitch partners. They're not like being a Twitch affiliate or being a Twitch partner for that matter. For those that are listening, means absolutely nothing. I can assure you, as a Twitch partner myself, having the tick has more to do against me. Like, it has more. It will not benefit me, and it will hurt me more than actually. See, does that make any sense? The benefits are not there. It will be more hurtful towards me because no one cares about the tick anymore. To be honest with you, I don't think.
I would say that at least in some respects that brands are still care about the tick, because if you go to a brand and say, hey, I'm a Twitch affiliate, they say, yeah, so are millions others. Go your merry way, please. I do think that the tick still is, at least in that aspect, somewhat relevant, but I agree that it's probably some. I mean, I still want the tick nickname because I can say, hey, I got my goal because that's my goal, but there is so much more than after that.
Yeah, still, even though you have the tick, you can have a very low viewership, and it doesn't mean anything. So it just I don't think it changes anything having the tick or not. You can have a high viewership, and they will want to have you. Partnership with a high viewership will come eventually. Either way, you can be a partner and have a low viewership, and they will not sponsor you anyway. So I don't know. It's not like he used to be before. It's not a selected group anymore. There is a ton, thousands and thousands and thousands of partners. Yeah, I mean, still, the point being is that the guys, I've seen a lot of people, like, it's not one, it's not two, it's a lot of people just going onto TikTok and say, hey, do you want to know how to grow your stream? So do this and do that. And then, I get, curiosity. I'm like, oh, who's this person? Let's go to Twitch tracker and see who that person is. And that person has a 3 average viewership. And I'm like, wait a second. How are you giving advice to others if you can't even apply it to yourself? It kind of like, I'm not saying you cannot do it, but don't claim that you're going to give people success when you don't even have the success yourself. So it's kind of weird. And they still get a ton of views and a ton of likes and everything, and people posting the links and everything. So it kind of like the ball start rolling. I mean, like I actually mentioned this. I don't know if you remember, Orco. I actually mentioned this when we were talking about the TikTok on the last podcast. The majority of the audience on TikTok is very young.
Very improbable.
Yes, and exclusively on streaming is actually, very. It can be manipulated easily, very easily, because of the age of the audience. I've seen people that I know that are using TikTok on the completely wrong way. I've seen people that I know that doing TikTok in the right way. But yeah, those are not doing it the right way, and they're doing it the complete wrong way, and they're actually just using it to their own advantage and to create hype out on the channel. It's like, it's really sad, because to be honest with you, at the end of the day, the hype that you create on the channel is your creation and your content and your ability to interact and to not just interact, it's your ability to be entertainer. You know, at the end of the day, we are like TV, presenters, or we like actors, or, we are in front of a screen. We got to entertain people. I mean, some people are lacking that and they're using TikTok to get the success. I mean, some people deserve it, some people don't. I mean, there's a few people using the wrong things, their own tools, and basically lying to your face. But obviously, those new people are coming to the streaming world, because now all of a sudden everyone wants to be a streamer. Everyone thinks that being a streamer is just, switching flip the switch, start streaming, and boom, you get 2,000 people watching you.
Absolutely not.
We are sorry to break it to you, but that's not how it works. And you should know that.
You
And
will
whoever is
be
claiming that it's going to get you famous, and whoever is claiming that if you go to their stream or their channel, it's going to, make you grow or something like that, or get you to affiliate, please, if you're watching this, listen to us. Affiliate means absolutely nothing.
it's a meme.
They can get you to affiliate, and the next day you can get 3 viewers, and maybe you can get a couple of subscribers, and you can be without a single subscriber again in 2 months. So trust me when I say this. I've been doing this long enough. Orco has been doing this long enough, and I think he agrees with me. Someone is claiming to get you to a Twitch affiliate if you follow them or if you support them and whatnot. It doesn't go any further than that. You're only helping that person. You're only helping that person to grow even more. Affiliate means nothing. Affiliate is just, you can make, you can get subscribers. Affiliate means you can get bits, and that's about it. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that you're gonna get 20,000 people watching you when you get affiliate.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo David Nash here in a second. It doesn't mean anything if you're affiliate. Affiliate is the greatest meme of all time. If you really want to make money off of your stream and you don't want to be affiliated, just set up a Patreon and ask people to donate there. You get even a better cutback than with Twitch. You just can set up like your Patreon for $3 per pop and get more than you get out of a subscription. Because Twitch takes 50% of those sweet subscriptions, at least for affiliate, and that's well known. So if you do want to start somewhere, or if you want to start streaming, the first thing you should do is not thinking about how can I make money off of that, or even, yeah, I'm gonna be famous, I'm gonna be the next ninja. That's the biggest meme of all time. You won't, I will tell you that right now. And if
I mean, you can be. No, we're not saying you won't. I mean, you can be, but it is extremely difficult because the competition is huge.
I will say this. I will stand by my wording that you won't be the next ninja, and you shouldn't strive to be the next ninja, because that was actually my point I'm gonna make. What you should strive for is being your own entity and making it as your own person, and not looking at very successful streamers and say, I'm gonna be the next X. You should strive to be, I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna be successful. This is like the mindset I think should prevail. And get ready for a massive grind. It's not
I
gonna
don't
happen
really
overnight.
like the work grind. I kind of disagree with that word. I don't like the word grind because people think grind means to stream a lot of hours, and that's
No.
a very that's a misconception. A lot of
Okay.
people
Yeah,
think.
I see that. I see what you mean, but in general when I refer to grind, I
Yeah.
can see that. I can see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of misleading what I said. But when I refer to grind, I mean like put your ass in seat and get to work. And what I do mean by that is not grind 12 hours every day, because that's not going to get you anywhere. You need to put out clips on socials. You need to show why people should watch you. You need to produce YouTube content. You might want to do side activities like learning how to edit, like learning how to do graphic design, getting skills, acquiring skills. You want to maybe read the news about the streaming industry, see where the trends go, anticipate trends, maybe being on top of it, maybe that, because if you do all that, then you can maybe get one day successful. This is what I mean when I say grind. Stream less and do stuff like that, because this is what gets you ahead of the competition of the people that stream 12 hours a day to two viewers and don't understand why they are not successful.
It's a smart grind. Smart grind. Use your tools. Use everything that you have at your disposition. Use
Yeah.
everything you can do.
You can shoot clips, videos, whatever, fairly cheap just with your handy camera. With your smartphone camera, sorry, I just slipped the German here. If you do not have a webcam, there's ways, for example, to set up your smartphone as a webcam. There's so much you can do. Just use what you have and make it work. And try to figure out how to work around the limits that you have. The general message actually is don't think you will be successful overnight. This doesn't
You
happen not anymore that often, because the streaming industry is so oversaturated with people who think they can make it and then give up again and then try again and then give up again and then try again, that it is
yeah.
hard to just stand out on your own. It really is. You just have
It
to
it,
look
it
at.
just it just takes a lot of time, but the grind is exactly what he meant by the grind is just basically that you're gonna have to put in time, you're gonna have to put in effort, you're gonna have to put in a ton of a lot of things, a lot of ideas. You need to be looking constantly, you need to be on the last thing. You have to be on the last games. You like you actually mentioned, Orco, which makes a lot of sense, which is basically you have to be ahead of the trend on the latest technologies and be aware of everything that is around you, so you can actually take advantage of everything. It's a very, very, very competitive business. It's a very competitive business. It's a business that requires you to be at the top. It requires to be always innovating, always be like, for example, if you're in streaming, for example, if you want to dedicate yourself to streaming only, there is several different people that are streaming. There is the gamers, the pros. There is the entertainers. There is the guys who are asking for subs all the time. There is there is a very a variety, a huge variety of streaming people, for example. But then you have to identify what kind of a streamer you are, or what kind of content creator you are. You're gonna be doing tutorials. Are you gonna be talking about things that you love, maybe technology, or maybe the first thing you have to do is identify what brand you going to be as yourself, as brand, as a brand. What you're gonna be doing. So yeah, like it's just like Orko said, is a grind, but the grind what we're talking about is a smart grind, because then you have to do your market research. It's a business at the end of the day. If you have it as a hobby, obviously good for you. It's a hobby, and it's completely fine. We're talking about the people that want to live of this. People want to make this their brand. People that want to make this their future, their career, and it is tough. And you will have a lot of good moments, but at the same time, you're gonna have a lot of bad moments. A lot. And what defines the people that make it to the people who don't make it is how mentally tough you are first, and second, how are you able to overcome difficulties. Are you gonna cope with all the difficulties that are going to be on your path? Because not always you're gonna be going up. There's gonna be a lot of times that you're going down,
Oh yeah.
and you may have a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks where you're going down and you don't know what's going on. You just you need to figure out. So mentally you have to be very strong, because you gotta because that moment is very easy to give up. It's very easy to give up, and it's very easy to lose your way. I speak from experience. I don't have always, my scale is not always going up. My scale goes up, and there is a time where it goes down, and there is another time where it goes up. And I have learned after all this time, after almost 2 years doing this, to identify what if something is not going right. Sometimes it's just the fact that maybe the game that you're playing is not just is not having any traction or something. It's just maybe it's a kind of like a rotating thing. Maybe it's not doing well today, but maybe in 2 weeks it's got this thing, and just gets lots of people in. Or maybe it's just that people that usually watch you happen to be busy and to be
Yeah.
doing something else,
I'm
and they
I'm
can't be watching you every day, isn't it?
I'm talking from experience here. So there is it's really mentally challenging. For example, if you streamed one day to like 20 people for like 2 or 3 hours and the chat was popping, and you go online the next day and then for 3, 4 hours you only stream to 3 people. And then people suddenly start to trickle in. But to overcome these first few hours is really tough for you, and you have to put on an entertaining face still, because you know what I mean, Val, right?
You don't want to show
Yeah, you
any
don't.
kind of
Yeah,
sadness, not sadness, but what I mean by sadness is you don't want to show like you
yeah. In
down.
the
You always have to be kind of like not just it's active. It's being active is very important. Being active in your stream, because at the end of the day, like I said before, you are not just an entertainer. You like a a TV presenter. You are
you
maybe an actor or something. If imagine if an actor just go Jason Statham and just does a movie completely quiet. It's just
you you
you
have
know
to you have to absolutely keep your cool, because
yeah.
first of all, you have 3 people watching you. They watch you because they want something out of you, so you have to deliver that. That's the first. It's still 3 people, and those 3 people should matter to you. And the second part is, you do not know why those other people are not there in this moment. You can blame them maybe in your mind and say, oh my god, they are not here. How could they let me down? But the matter of fact is, you are not their priority.
You have to be grateful just for the fact that they actually stop
That,
by.
yeah, that there is 3 people watching you, right? And this sounds really easy when I say this, but this is mentally really challenging. And I've seen a lot of people without when they have low viewer numbers. Do not do that. Do absolutely not do that.
Mhm.
Because if you do that, you're not made for this. I will tell you that straight up. Have a bad day. If you do not feel well, shorten your stream, but do never quit because of low numbers. That is the one and only thing where I will tell everyone up front, you're not made for this. Please do something else.
Also have a thick skin, because
Yeah.
there will be people that will try to hurt you in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Back to the subject of TikTok being used by the wrong, not the wrong people, but the people that may not be right ones to give you advice. Just try to look, if you're ever looking on TikTok and everything, just if that person is telling you to do something or whatever. I always if there is something half interesting for me, I always go on to Twitch tracker and check on those people. There is a lot of a lot of people claiming to be they will make you big, or they will give you the best advice ever, and they have no idea themselves. They haven't even started their career as content creators, and they might be doing just 3 TikTok. There's a lot of people now that like more than you think, that there is only they think TikTok and streaming will make their living in the future. That's not true. I'm sorry to break it to you, but the people that are really, doing the content creation in general, those people are doing YouTube. Those people are doing TikTok. Those people are doing Twitter. Those people are doing Instagram. They're doing Twitch as well. They're doing several other things, and it's not. That's how you really know. Someone is giving you the right advice. Someone is really, someone that really knows what he's talking about. It's not easy, and unfortunately, the thing on TikTok is just anyone claims to be a massive streamer or massive content creator, and that's not. That it's a bit sad, because they really are not, and they should not be claiming to do that, because they just I don't know. The worst thing of all is that they actually getting the likes and the views, and everyone thinks that they big and they know. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people. Like I said, there's a lot of people that they actually are doing well, and they perform really well thanks to TikTok. And kudos to them. I think that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. And just not going to be passing on those that are actually working and doing the TikTok and everything, and they have a great communities, and they create a great community thanks to TikTok and everything. Honestly, it's don't just listen to every single person, and just don't. And the worst thing, actually, that Orco, I'm gonna steal that from you. You actually mentioned this before to me, and I'm not gonna steal that from you. I'm just gonna say it here now, so everyone can we can discuss about it. It's these people that are actually putting these posts about, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. If you like one of my videos, I'll follow like I like three other videos, something like that. I don't know what it is. Something like, if you like me, I like you back and follow you back and whatnot. But please, 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 please don't follow those stuff, please. Those people are one. I bet you 100% if you've done it once, check if that person has actually followed you back, because I assure you right now, 100%, that person hasn't followed you. That person, you only boosted his numbers and you making his numbers look a lot bigger when you are not even, taking, I mean, you're not going to get any benefit from that. Absolutely not. If you see one of those posts on TikTok, please just move away from it. Move away from it, because it's absolutely ridiculous. You're only boosting this person's numbers. You're not gonna get absolutely no benefit, because for starters, follow for follow is the biggest mistake you can ever do in your life as a content creator.
I mean,
That is full on follow for follow.
Follow for follow is, I wouldn't say it's the biggest mistakes, but it's just misguided because you end up with 10K followers. What does it say?
Or
Just
10K followers on Twitch and average of 2 people watching. So that looks even worse.
Yeah,
That probably looks even
exactly.
worse.
Because what does it say about your
It's just
content?
you don't follow for follow all the way, all the way. Follow for follow all the way.
Also, don't do support for support. That's just another misguided concept.
Yeah.
Either you give support and expect nothing back, or you just leave it and do whatever you, because when you do support for support, you will always either feel like you're getting shorthanded, or the other party will feel like they're getting shorthanded.
Yeah.
Also, don't do sub for sub. This is another stupid concept. And to all my listeners, I know you're not a lot, and I know only my hardcore fans listen to this. I appreciate you, and I even do it if you don't sub to me. I don't give a shit about it. I want to have a good time with you all. And that's it. And other than that, what else can I tell you? Yeah, just stay away from toxic people. Or people that try to guilt trip you into something. Stay away from those as well.
Yeah, there is a lot of like misconception, and just be careful, be really careful, because TikTok is like the Wild West at this point, and it's the Wild West on every single regard. Just watch who obviously there is a lot of people that claim they're gonna get you to affiliate. I've seen a lot of posts from a few people that I used to actually like, not anymore, obviously. They're doing posts about, oh, we got these many people to affiliate, we got this many people to affiliate, come join my team and we get you to affiliate. Like, guys, affiliate is not the end game. Partner is not the end game. You can be a partner and be, for example, like me. I'm gonna put myself as an example here. I am a Twitch partner, yes, but I average a lot less viewers than most of the people. Probably most of the partners and average less viewers than some affiliates. I really don't. I'm not saying I don't care. Obviously, it would be hypocrite for me to say I don't care about it. Of course, I do care about it, because obviously we all want to be successful in this business. But I don't say as I got partnership. This is the end game. I'm good. You're not good. Not even affiliate. Not even being a partner. So you can. The status is not gonna give you 2,000 people watching. So you are going to get 2,000 people watching by doing other things.
Again, you have to show these 2,000 people why they should watch you. Why should they be there and watch you? Why shouldn't they be Shroud, Tim the Tatman? Why should they invest their time with you? What do they gain about it? What do they gain from it? What is it? What are you? What does your brand stand for? What does your stream stand? You have to make this crystal clear to your audience. And then eventually you will get 2,000 people watching. Like I said, it's a long road. It's not like 10 years ago where you could stream in a very good category and get like 500 people over because you streamed World of Warcraft and did a saucy raid at one point. This is not those times anymore. Not at all. I see so many skilled players.
And it's not
playing like,
it's not because of the game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a point there. It's not because of the game, it's because there is, just like you, there is probably like 300,000 people streaming as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And out of these 300,000 people at your time streaming, about 20,000 are streaming the same game as you.
I mean, you just have to look at Twitch Tracker, how many people are currently streaming overall.
How many people we got overall right now on Twitch Tracker?
Yeah, we have probably in the millions.
Yeah, we are in the millions, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of inactive accounts, but Yeah.
No, I mean currently streaming. Don't they have like a tracker who is currently streaming?
Who's currently streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. Live streams, right now there is 112,000 live streams right now. The whopping 112,000 live streams right now.
Yeah.
As of
And
today.
you
And
expect
it's not even, this is not even like, this is the lowest streaming, like the lowest amount of streaming people, because none of the big streamers are on
yeah,
at this time that
exactly.
we're recording this.
And you expect to be found in 112,000, let alone when the big guys are coming on, the big dogs, when they're in the yard. Think about that. It's a numbers game. It's playing lottery. It's either a win in the lottery or you grind hard and smart.
And basically use the tools. Don't rely on teams. Don't rely on this person that is claiming to make you affiliate. Don't rely on any of these people, because at the end of the day, they are getting they're the ones who are going to take the whole benefit from it. And they are using TikTok to draw you into their channel and just grab you in there. And they getting the viewers. You're not getting anything from it. They are the only ones winning, honestly. You will get a few followers, yes, you will, and you probably get a few subscribers as well. But those people are not going to end up supporting you maybe 3 months on the road or something, unless you make a great connection with them. But those people that you're gonna talk to, those are the people of the community of this streamer that is promoting himself. The ones that everyone is going to watch, and he's claiming that he's gonna get you. Yeah, he's gonna get you the affiliate, but that's about it, really. That person is looking for a benefit from the start, from the get-go. If that person doesn't get a benefit from you, he's not going to help you. You're already doing something wrong, because that person needs to get a benefit in order for him to just support you. There is a lot of people out there, a lot of people. Orcocast is one of them, which will support you. And if he likes your content, he's going to be blunt. If he likes your content, he's going to be around. If he doesn't like it, he's not going to be around. It's as simple. But there is a lot of people like him, trustworthy, and they will give you their honest opinions. They will support you for the real support, which is like, for example, we actually spoke about this on my stream a while ago, which I was reviewing for some sound issues that I was having, and I actually came across this specific segment that I sent to Orcocast. I don't usually do this because I don't like to do any of that, but I was talking about how important it is to me, having such a supportive person, which is completely unrelated with what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be, he's not on my streams all day. He pops in when he can, and I appreciate him for that. But he's not all day on the streams. He's not asking for hosts. He's not asking for the rates. He never asks for anything. But then he supports me in multiple other ways. There is Twitter. There is, TikTok. There is, the music. There is a ton of different other things that this is what the community is about. This is what the people that will have your back at the end, because they are, they support you in multiple ways. They don't expect you. He doesn't expect me to be on his streams, because he knows we stream out very different times, and sometimes we clash, we don't own at the same time and everything. But he knows, and I know we both support each other and we have each other's back. And this is what a great, this is what you have to surround yourself with, the trustworthy people, because those are the people that are going to have your back. They're going to advise you, support you, not just support you, but they will advise you if something goes wrong, or they will say, look at this person, or check this out, or check that out. And that's very important. That's what you want. This is what you want around you, because believe it or not, even though everything on TikTok is flowers and is laughing and is smiles, there is a lot of, not backstabbing, but there is a lot of fake people out there, a lot of fake people, and I see them every day, multiple times, not once, multiple times. Out of the probably 15 people that I see on TikTok that are 15 videos, at least 10 are fake. Not just fake numbers, because firstly, they're fake because they're claiming to be big and they're giving you advice as if they were big. They're not. And second, they are claiming to help you out, which means they're getting a benefit of that. Real support goes a long way, and real people goes a very long way. And learn to recognize those kind of people. Networking will get you only so far. I've seen a lot of most of, and that's even funnier, because most of the people that are claiming to know everything about streaming and giving you advice about streaming, a lot of them say stuff like networking and everything. Like, listen, if you want to hear the truth, networking will get you to this point. Above this point, it's up to you. Networking can get you to meet maybe 10, 15 people. That's about it.
Networking is usually a good jump point.
Yeah,
But
it's a good starting point. It will get you to here. That's it.
There's something I want to add. Do not fall for the term networking channel. It is
Yeah.
follow for follow. Please don't.
Yeah.
I've seen this multiple times popping up. It is nothing but follow for follow. Do not network with people genuine, like I and Val do. Work with them together. See if you can do exchange ideas. See if you can put your heads together and do a project together. See if you can help each other with, I don't know, teaching each other skills. Just do that. This will be much more valuable for getting one more viewer in the long run. I do a lot of editing on the side. I taught myself a lot of editing on my own, and now I'm slowly getting like commissions to do edits. That's also something you want to keep in mind, maybe, that these skills you can acquire can give you actually something back. It is just not only for your streaming career, but also it could be a side career. This is so incredibly important. And those are like, I think, the valuable tip. Acquire skills that support your streaming career. Don't do like follow for follow or all this other stuff that gets you nowhere. Like just try to be genuine, try to be someone who wants to succeed. And another thing I want to add here is take goddamn pride in your brand. You created it. It's yours. Don't throw it away
Yeah.
and make weird business deals with shady companies. I know it's super cool if a company knocks at your door and says, "Yo, dude, we've seen your content and we really like it." And then they cannot even be asked to spell your name right. Don't do it. Take pride in what you created, please. I got a message on Instagram like that. They didn't even spell my name right. Imagine that. We love your content, but we cannot spell your name. I'm gonna bleep that.
That came a bit too late. Sorry. I wasn't ready for that. Yeah, yeah. I think. I mean, obviously, I think we can. This is as far as we can go with what we're talking about. Bottom line is, don't just listen to to those TikTokers and everything. Make do your research. You really want to grow. You really want to make it your career. Just don't listen to a like let's be blunt here. Don't listen to a nobody, because listening to a nobody will get you nowhere, absolutely nowhere. Just listen to the people that have the knowledge. Listen to the people that really can give you some tips, some real tips, and can give you some advice. I hear a lot, like we said before, the grind, the word grind. I hear that a lot of the grind thing, the grind word here and there. It's not about the grind. It's being about being smart. Being smart and use, it sounds crazy, but stream less and create content more. It really does help your brand. Trust me, it helped me a lot. I've come from streaming almost every day to streaming 5 days and now streaming 4 days. You know, uh, Funny enough, I stream less and I dedicate my time to other things more, because not also regarding content creation, because listen to me, this is up here you have to be clear and your head has to be clear. Take your time, go for a walk, spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, or with your partner, or with your children, your family. Just do something outside of here, because if you close yourself in here, you will go crazy at some point. You will, your brain needs to some fresh air. And maybe one day you go for a walk and you may come up with something on your way to going somewhere, and you might be like, oh, I never actually thought about this. Of course you didn't think about this, because your brain is literally just thinking about this all day. And when your brain
Yeah,
has a little bit of a rest, it gets creative.
take your mind off of some of that stuff
Yeah,
for a little bit.
it doesn't have to be 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be 1 month. I mean, obviously you have to take it if you have to obviously do it, but just take 2 days. Like I myself, my own example, and if obviously I'm giving my example. So if people are watching this and they want to do it as well, I want to obviously give you the best advice, and I want to show you what I'm doing. So if you want to do it, you can do it. What I do basically is I have 7 days a week. Obviously, we all have 24 hours, 7 days a week. I try to do, I reduce my streams to 4 days a week, and then, do a really short one actually do 4 days a week on Twitch, and they are really short. They 5 6 6 hours, doesn't go over that. It may go over that because we're doing something interesting, or a brand new game or something like that. But that's about it. They're really short. And then I just do one on YouTube, which is really short as well. And it's just kind of like, expanding the brand. And I'm doing it, on a thing, in my opinion, on a clever way. Basically, reducing the amount of streams and reducing the amount of hours doing per stream, that allows you for some time to create. Obviously, when you finish a stream, don't just, walk out. You're fresh off the stream. You can grab your clips. You can, do a bit of editing on a few things that you have done for your socials. That creates a routine, and you're still doing, a good amount of hours, and you don't overdo things on your channel or on your streaming. And then you can, I'm taking 2 days off, which are basically the 2 days, literally I try not to do anything. I try not to, get into, obviously there's always a project, there is something going on. Yeah, you might spend, a couple of hours or three, but that's about it. You have to disconnect. Your brain needs to disconnect from everything, because at the end of the day, if you want to be creative, it usually works for you to work out, get your mind off things, and your brain will thank you for it, because you will be, it will get creative. You may think of something that you never thought about before. I got so many ideas. I actually got the new project that I have with Orco. I had the idea when I was walking back home from going for a walk after a stream, and it just came to my mind, and I actually thought of it on the way back. And I was like, Jesus Christ, it's been so long with him, and I never thought this. There you go. You see, things like that happen when you take a tiny bit of a break.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, since Val came up with the idea what we want to do together, it actually inspired me to make a really funny clip that really did incredible well, because he reminded me I can actually be on screen at any given time, wherever I want, whenever I want. See,
Yeah.
that's
We
what I
inspire
mean.
each other. Inspire each other.
It's actually so obvious, but sometimes you also just forget about. And you know what? The other clip I sent you the other day, the one with the prison shower fight, is also doing super well on TikTok right now.
Yeah, of course it
Got
is.
like
I mean, there is a
11
potential. We spoke
likes.
about it, and there you go. You see, all you have to do is squish a little bit of time in there, use
Yeah.
less time for streaming, for and more time for content creation. Use the free tools. Those people will probably go and visit your channel, and they, it's a natural growth. You want the natural growth. You don't want the fake follow for follow. If you get that natural growth, it will work in your favor. Like, trust me. Yeah, I think that's all for that. I think we've spoke about this already
At length,
enough.
yeah.
For example, my content might not be very appealing for Orco, but he jumps in, he says hi. He spends, when someone spends just a tiny bit of the time to come to say hi, even to say hi, just be thankful for that, because time is something we're never gonna get back. And the
That's
fact
true.
that someone is willing to jump, and use the time on you is just, it's very valuable. Learn to appreciate that.
Just be grateful for every tiny little bit that the viewer gives you, is what
Yep.
we are saying. And with that being said, close out Orcocast 36. And Val, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitch, and Instagram, and also on TikTok as Lord Val Gaming. You can also find me on Twitter, Lord Val Twitch, and on YouTube as well with Lord Val Gaming. And if you want to find copyright-free music for your streams or your videos or YouTube videos or anything else, just search Lord Val Gaming on any streaming platform, music streaming platform, and you can use all that music completely free and without any risk of the NCA strikes.
You need to listen to Stream Jams because it's amazing. It's not only streams, also for your goddamn workout and
Yeah.
walk in the park and for your car drive and everything else. And you can find me on Twitch as the Orcosaurus, on Twitter the Orcosaurus, TikTok just Orcosaurus, Instagram just Orcosaurus, and also on TikTok Orcosaurus. I think I just put the in front thing at this point. Because somebody on Twitch got Orcosaurus. What a prick. Alright, everyone, thank you for listening. Tell us in the comments how right we are. Tell us in the comments how wrong we are. Thumb up, thumb down. Whatever you want to do. I appreciate you all, and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Bye.